Questions 1 through 10 on the 2002 Grade 9 Pascal Math Contest. 15 plus 9 minus 6 divided by 3 times 2 equals. The numerator is going to be 24 minus 6, which is 18. Denominator is 6, and therefore 18 divided by 6 is 3. So number 1, the answer is C. 50% of 2002 is equal to. So you multiply 2002 by 0.5, and this will give you 1001. So therefore, number 2, the answer is E. If x plus 2 is equal to 10 and y minus 1 is equal to 6, then the numerical value of x plus y is. X plus 2 is 10. Y minus 1 is 6. Several ways of doing this. I'm just going to add them. So x plus 2 plus y minus 1 is equal to 10 plus 6. And therefore x plus y plus 1 is equal to 16. And if you bring the 1 over to the other side, it becomes 15. So x plus y is equal to 15. 3, the answer is B. The value of 3 squared minus 3 all to the power of 2. So inside you have 9 minus 3 all to the power of 2. 9 minus 3 is 6. So we have 6 squared. And finally 6 squared is equal to 36. So number 4, the answer is A. Sophia entered an elevator. The elevator went up 7 floors, then down 6 floors, and then finally up 5 floors. If Sophia got out on the 20th floor, then she entered the elevator on floor number. So let's see here. First, we're going up 7. Then we are going down 6. And then we are going back up 5. And they are giving us a little bit of help here. She got out at the 20th floor. So at this point, she is on floor 20. And they want you to figure out, she entered where? What was this floor? All right, well, she went up 7, so that's 7. Went down 6, and then went back up 5. So this is going to be 1, and therefore, if you extend that line, that will also be 1. That's 1 floor. If you extend this line, this whole thing, it's already labeled as 5. And then if you extend that line, this will be 5 from here to here. From here to here will be 5. So therefore, if this is 1 and this is 5 and this whole thing is 7, then this means this is 1. So basically, that means that that is 1. So she entered 5 plus 1, 6 floors below 20. 6 floors below 20. 20 minus 6 is 14. So she entered on the 14th floor. And there's a lot of variations on how you can do this. It's really up to you, whatever makes you most comfortable. So 14th floor is where she entered. Number 5 is A. In the diagram, the value of x is. First, let's figure out the value of this angle right here. And we can do that because the sum of the angles is 180. 70 plus 50 plus, I'll call that angle y. So that means that y is equal to 180 minus 70 minus 50. And therefore y is equal to 60. Now notice these symbols. What does that mean? It means that they're parallel. And the fundamental property, anytime you have parallel lines, like let's say you have this line and then you have another line that's parallel, these two angles will be the same, right there and right here. And that is known as alternate angles. So in this diagram, the alternate angles are this one and this one. Y we already figured out was 60, so therefore x is 60. and that is what they want you to find the value of. So number 6, the answer is B. If n is 5/6 of 240, then 2/5 of n is. So first let's figure out n. It's equal to 5/6 of 240, like that. And therefore that would be 5 times 240 divided by 6 is 40, and therefore 5 times 40 is 200. So we got n. Now they want you to figure out 2/5 of n. So multiply 2/5 times 200, and this will give you 400 over 5, and that is equal to 80. So number 7, the answer is B. The value of 1 minus 5 to the exponent negative 2. So we have 5 to the exponent negative 2 in brackets. So that is going to be 1 over 5 to the exponent 2. And then 1 over 5 to the exponent 2 is 1 over 25. And then this now becomes a fraction type question. So get a common denominator, and then we're left with 25 minus 1, which is 24. And that is over 25. So 8, the answer would be A. The rectangle is divided into 4 smaller rectangles. The areas of 3 of these rectangles are 6, 15, and 25, as shown. The area of the shaded rectangle is. So let's start filling in what could be the possible side lengths. Start with this guy here. It's 6 as an area. So it could be 2 and 3 as possible lengths. So 2 and 3. I put 2 there because it looks shorter than the other side. That's why I put it there. Now let's look at this guy here, 15. Well, if that's 3, that has to be 3, right? So by basically division, 15 divided by 3 is 5. And that is how they get an area 15 for that rectangle. And very similarly, if that up there is 5, then this is 5. And then 25 divided by 5 is 5. So there you go. So that means this is 5 and this is 2. And that's all it is really. Now the last thing you have to do, of course, is figure out the area of that shaded rectangle, which is of course 5 times 2, which is 10. So number 9, the answer would be E. Toothpicks are used to form squares in the pattern shown. 4 toothpicks are used to form 1 square, 7 to form 2 squares, and so on. If this pattern continues, how many toothpicks will be used to form 10 squares in a row? So let's draw out. We can do that pretty quickly. So, apologize for the crookedness, but it's okay. These are basically 10 squares in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I've got to count the toothpicks. All right, I'm going to first count the top row there. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got 10 toothpicks on the top. Now I'll count the ones on the bottom there. It's exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 toothpicks. Now I have to count the toothpicks that make up, I guess, the walls, if you can refer to it as that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is a total of 31 toothpicks to form this pattern of 10 squares in a row. So number 10, the answer is C.